Well, while summer is looked at as a fun time for students, the change in routine may create some challenges for their mental health.
Yeah, Kansas City University Associate Professor of Health Services Psychology, Dr. Sarah Getch, is once again back with us here on the couch this morning with some ideas to make sure that your child's mental health does not slip during the summer. Dr. Getch, always great to see you. Welcome back.
Thank you. Good to see you, too.
So why do you think summer can be a risky time for the kids' mental health?
Well, routine is everything.
Yeah.
Remember when your kids
Structure,
were little?
all
Yes.
that.
Remember when they were little and, any variance from that routine would just throw everything into chaos? Yeah.
Absolutely.
So it's not as bad when they get older, but still routine is just so important. So they lose that daily structure that they used to have. They use that regulated sleep that they usually have during the school year, and then they lose social supports too. They're not seeing their friends as often, and all of those things combined can be really detrimental.
So what are some warning signs that parents can watch out for right before the chaos hits, to kind of maybe help divert the child to a different direction?
So I think if you start to see major changes in sleep that are really impairing their ability to function day to day, that's going to be a big indicator. If they're just less interested in things that they used to be interested in, they used to always have some activity that they wanted to be involved in, and all of a sudden they don't want to do that anymore. And if these things are persisting for most of the day, nearly every day for 2 weeks, yeah, now we know we probably need to talk to somebody.
Where does screen time come into all of this?
Well, I've been here many times
yes.
talking about how much I don't like screen time.
Exactly. And keep preaching it. I mean, it's true.
It's really, really detrimental for so many reasons. The number one reason that we find is it does disrupt sleep, and we're already disrupting sleep with this summer routine, and so that can be really problematic. There's been new research that has come out more recently that says it's not just about the amount of time that you spend on the screen. It's more of, is it an addictive pattern that your child might be falling into, and that's even more problematic. So, everything with moderation, right?
Oh, yeah. One thing on screen time, can kids grow out of that? Can they like...
my first response is, have you grown out of it?
Right. We all have our phones closed.
That's a great question.
And I think
you need to ask yourself too.
You need to ask yourself, what are your patterns on screen time, and are you setting a good example? Do you set them down and make eye contact and have face-to-face conversation?
Great question.
We probably need to start there.
Yeah. And of course, all of these things can really impact mental health. So what can families do to help support the kids, in those summer months?
That's a good question. Create that routine. Keep a routine. Especially, my number one suggestion would be sleep. Making sure that we're getting enough sleep, but also a summer job is great. Volunteering is great. So making sure you're still getting all of those really great activities, a schedule, and all of the good feelings that come with accomplishing something that you find purpose in.
Sure, that they're not just sleeping all day.
Yes.
Yeah. And it's, these transitions from school to summer, all right, I'm going to the pool every day, I'm going to go out and ride my bike, I'm going to go see my friend down the road, and then I'll see maybe he'll let me have a sleepover, and then all of a sudden, school starts again.
Right.
And then there's another change.
Yeah, then there's another change. And transitions are always hard. They're hard for us, and they're hard for kids too. So if we keep that routine, or more of a routine during summer, whatever that might be, it's a little bit easier then to slide back into the school routine too.
Yeah.
And I see a lot of parents who start practicing a week or two before.
Oh.
Yeah, and especially if you're transitioning from, say, junior high to high school, that can be a really anxious, kind of nervous time,
right? Are you
right?
Speaking directly to me?
I feel like you got a lot happening.
Yeah, my daughter this year.
Oh, it is?
Yes,
so
yes.
How do you build familiarity, and how do you try to ease those anxious feelings?
Well, she's done a really fantastic job getting involved, and she's going to cheer. And so she's made all of those contacts already. They've been practicing all summer. She's spent time at the high school already. So the extent that they can get involved and then feel more familiar, that's great. And then a lot of schools do, for the freshmen or for sixth graders coming into middle school, they'll do a day just for them. And then everybody else starts, which they probably don't like very much, but it's still probably a good idea.
Would seem like a really important day, because the more familiar you are with something, the less it seems scary.
The less stress, the less anxiety. Yeah, I agree, absolutely.
Awesome. Dr. Getch, thank you so much.
Another great
was
conversation.
Super helpful.
Thanks for having me.
Where can people get in touch with you?
So you can find me at kansascity.edu. So I have our webpage is there, and you can look me up and email me if you have any questions.
Awesome.
Perfect.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks,
All right,
Dr. Getch. It was great to see you.